Hey guys, welcome to my DIY Hocus Pocus spellbook. So we're gonna just jump right on into this. What you're gonna need is a book from the dollar store, paper towel, glue, which I mixed in with water, and paint for the book, as well as an eyeball and some snakes. Oh, and a hot glue gun. So I got all of that at the dollar store, which made this literally less than like $5 because I already had the paper towel and I already had the hot glue, and so I just had to get paint, the eyeballs, the snakes, and the book. Which, by the way, does anyone else think it's so weird that you can buy a book for literally $1? And also, side note, this book, I didn't read it, but it's probably really good, and I'm sorry that I am using it here, but I appreciate the author for creating this book so that I could use it. So first you're going to start off by ripping off some paper towel and then taking the glue and water that I mixed together and just like dabbing and painting that onto the book. So the glue and water, definitely add just a teeny tiny bit of water. It goes like a long way, and you want it to be more of like a sticky like substance kind of. So you see me doing that here. I just go ahead and cover the entire book. I ripped up different size pieces of paper so that way it would look different, kind of like the skin leathery pieces of the actual book in the movie. And so yeah, I didn't cover the inside of the covers. If you guys wanted to get that into it, you totally could. I just wrapped around the edges of the cover, that way you could kind of like see the whole effect. And then I did the back as well. So this part does take a little bit longer, but it's definitely worth it, so it gives you the spooky book effect. And yeah, just keep messing with the pieces until you get what you're looking for. But I'm not over it. Waiting for this to dry also can take a while, so I 100% was using my blow dryer in between my different layers. Next up is the paint once your paper towel is dry, and I had 3 colors that I was using, which was chocolate bar, chestnut, and khaki. And I mixed chocolate bar and chestnut together to get the main color that you see me putting onto the book, and then I used just the actual chocolate bar later on, and the khaki and the chestnut singular as like highlights and shadows into the book. I almost lost myself. I almost fell in love. But now that this is over, just so you guys know, this project did actually take me way longer than expected, but it was still a lot of fun, and it was like the most beautiful, perfect fall Sunday afternoon project. So I definitely recommend it if you want to just have a cool Halloween DIY, and if you love Hocus Pocus. But this is all just irrelevant. Trying to find a way to remember this. Even though it hurt. So you can see here I am using my blow dryer again to dry the paint and just covering up any of the spots that I missed, so that way I can go in with the other colors and do like the accent highlights and shadows to make it look like a real aged leather book. I knew we'd come undone when you held my hand. lost myself. I fell in love under the vintage sun. Under the vintage sun. Once your paint is all dry, then you're going to start the process of laying out all of the rest of the pieces for the book. So the eyeballs and the snakes. For the dollar store snakes, I just took 2 out of the pack and kind of wrapped them around into that little circular shape for both of the books of the corner. And then I used the other 2 snakes for the spine and just intertwined their tails. I also had Peter cut the little ping pong eyeball in half because if I tried, I would surely have cut my finger off. I used hot glue to glue all those down, but then the snakes, since they were kind of like zigzaggy, they weren't staying down, so I ended up using super glue to flatten different pieces of the snake that kept popping up. And then this is where you're also going to make the eyelid for the book. I saw some people do this step before painting, but I really liked painting it first because I feel like the book could get the full effect. And then you're just going to use the same technique with the eyelid as the rest of the paper towel book. So that way it looks like, you know, it's closing. And then using hot glue to form the stitches marks, which you're going to paint over in the next step. Forgot to mention that you will also need silver paint in the beginning for the lock and the snakes. So this is where I was mentioning that I kind of wish I would have painted the snakes first, because you can see it was, you know, there's a lot of silver paint now on the book that I had to go touch up, but other than that, everything went pretty smoothly.
If I really knew like you said you do, then I'm doing everything in my power to try and help him. Okay, and how am I supposed to do that? Not a clue.